Welcome to yet another episode of the Metabolism, man. Welcome back. It's been, I don't know how long it's going to be in between the last episode that we did, but assuming it's been at least a few weeks. I, like always, am Jamin.
I'm Hayden.
And today, everything was going to go smoothly until Connor sent me a text saying that he got a flat tire in his truck while he was working. So Connor's not going to be in this episode. It seems like something kind of always happens with at least either Hayden and Connor or myself, where like something, I know Hayden, he lost his power recently, and Connor was like stuck at airport or whatever. So, but it works out anyway, because today we actually have a guest, and we were always supposed to have a guest, but now, I mean, it works out even better. So yeah, for those who are listening in for this episode and are not actually watching on YouTube, today we have another guest with us. I believe it's actually the first guest of the season. This is someone that when they first found out about the podcast said that if this topic that we're going over today was ever discussed, he would want to be in that episode. So here we are today. I've known said person for a relatively decent amount of time, and we look absolutely nothing alike, but if you're over the age of 47, you'll probably somehow think we're the same person, because that tends to always happen. Today's guest is my actual literal brother, Kyle Williams. Welcome to the show.
Greetings. It's good to be here.
Good to be here. Okay, so but yeah, I had explained to Kyle the situation with the podcast a year ago when we were first starting. And so he had just said, if you ever do an episode on this topic, he would want to be in it. And I was like, sure. So I told him it probably wasn't going to be in season 1, because I had planned season 1 out, but I said early season 2 for sure. That was a year ago. And so we're here now. So today's topic, as you can tell from the title, will be Little Debbie's. Little Debbie's, if you guys aren't familiar, for those actually listening and watching, Little Debbie's is a company that creates packaged desserts ranging from chocolate stuff to, glazed honey buns and donuts and stuff like that. All sorts of desserts, all under, one company and one roof. So I had a pretty good understanding, knowing you, as to why this was the episode that you personally wanted to be on. But to explain to Hayden and everyone else that is listening, when I pitched the idea to you, well, when I told you my idea for the podcast, I had probably mentioned that we were going to go through all sorts of foods and drinks and stuff like that. And so far we've done candy, desserts, breakfast foods was our last one, childhood snacks. But it was Little Debbie's that you said you wanted to do. So why, out of everything, was it specifically Little Debbie's?
Because with Little Debbie,
you're asking me.
I know it was Kyle.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me because it was originally my idea to do Little Debbie.
To Little Debbie's, yeah. And then I wrote on the list, and then Kyle said he wanted to be on it. But Kyle, why was it that one that they wanted to be on?
All right. So basically, Little Debbie's means so much to me. I mean, I've been eating Little Debbie's for literally as long as I can remember. I remember Mom had them in like a special tin. I think we still have this tin in the kitchen. And it's basically like a tin that has like a bunch of village city stuff. But she always put the Little Debbie's in there. And every time I opened it up, it was just joy in a plastic wrapper. And I still eat them to this day. I can't even remember the last time a week has gone by without me not eating Little Debbie's. So, just some awesome snack cakes.
I was just thinking about that actually at work the other day. I was saying, like, maybe aside from a day or like a week where we went on vacation, I don't think I've personally gone a week since I've been actually able to eat like actual foods. I don't think I've gone 1 week without having at least one Little Debbie. And that's kind of been consistent for like years. Like, I've been alive for 20 years now, probably been eating them for about 15 or 16, which, it's insane that, because we can't say that for like any, like maybe, because even like Capri Suns weren't nearly as consistent for us, like as Little Debbie's. But Hayden, I'm curious, you were the one that pitched the idea to begin with. So what is your connection with Little Debbie's before we get started actually talking about them?
Right. I mean, I've been eating it all my life, just like y'all. And I feel like, Little Debbie's, when we were coming up with all these ideas, Little Debbie's is like one of those brands where like they have like literally a million different products.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could create a whole episode, but just based off of that. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
it.
Yeah. No, I mean it's true. They've been around for so long. And another thing I was thinking about just recently is that you don't see commercials for Little Debbie's. I've never seen them advertise, but yet they've been going strong for the past however many years, so it's extremely impressive. And hopefully, that doesn't change anytime soon because that would be a truly sad day. But enough talking about the history of Little Debbie's and our personal connection with them. Today, we will be ranking them. Now, Kyle, I don't know if you're familiar with our personal ranking system, but basically we have 4 tiers, kind of 5. But hey, do you want to tell them?
Yeah, we got so starting from the bottom up is trash, and then mid, and then good, and then the top is goat, which is
Yeah,
like S tier.
yeah, that's like the highest, the greatest of all time. There's also never had. I don't consider it a tier, but it kind of is. But I think we've had most of these, so so yeah, that's what we're doing. It's goat, good, mid, trash, never had. And so to kick things off, the order will be Kyle goes first, Hayden goes after that, and then I will go last. So Kyle, we're gonna start off. I already kind of know some of your thoughts on this one, but we're gonna start off with honey buns, an instant classic. Where do you rank them and why?
Easily goat. It's top three Little Debbie's for me. And the thing is, it's just so simple. Like, there's not like a whole bunch of design with it or anything like that. It just tastes great. And they're huge. They're actually like a really decent size.
Yeah,
So that's another thing I like about it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they're just top tier, elite. Can't live without them.
yeah. Hayden.
I don't even really have honey buns that often. I'm not gonna lie, but I have had them, like, and yeah, they're goat. I mean,
Okay,
I'm not gonna
okay.
sell them
I
short.
got
I'm not
scared
gonna
for a
sell them
second. I
short.
got scared.
I'm not gonna sell them short. I'm not
Can
just
you
saying
turn up
that
your
to
mic just a little
please.
bit? Sorry.
Hmm?
Can you turn up your mic just a little bit?
Turn it up. It
Yeah,
is turned all the way up. Yeah, I'll just speak louder.
it's weird. Okay.
Um, but yeah, I'm not just saying that to please you guys. I mean, I can't sell short. Honey buns are obviously, one of the all-time classics, especially when it comes to Little Debbie's. Um, I don't love how there's like some honey buns, they have like big giant and I know this is like a lot of people probably love it, but like the big pouches of like icing. I don't love that. Kind of like how like on a Krispy Kreme donut, I don't love when it's like almost too coated. Maybe I'm
Okay,
just
I see.
weird.
No, I get it.
But like no, but I mean they're go. I mean, I can't like, it's how it
I
is.
want to I want to add something else. There are other companies, plenty of other companies that make honey buns, but they're gross.
Yeah.
Like you had a wet piece of bread and you like dipped it in
Syrup
something
or
that I just
something.
won't even say.
Yeah.
But basically, there are other companies that make honey buns, but they're nowhere near as good as Little Debbie's. So they're doing something right that other companies just aren't doing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about that the other day. And just to like reiterate to everyone listening, obviously honey buns exist, so many other companies and stuff, but for this entire episode, we're only talking about the Little Debbie's versions of all of these, of all of these snacks. So, with that being said, Little Debbie's honey buns, elite. They're goaded. I remember, Hayden, if you remember in the last meal episode, I
Yeah.
said that would be my dessert. If I was
Part of
getting
like your last
if I
meal.
was
Yeah.
getting the electric chair and he said, "This is your last meal. What do you want for dessert?" I said a Little Debbie's honey bun. And
Yeah.
it's just kind of like what Kyle was saying, extremely simple. When you look at other Little Debbie's, there are layers to them, or there's something kind of different. Um, there's no layers. It's just one honey bun. And it's just so good. They're very easy to eat. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's so easy to eat to the point where like so growing up and even still now, me and Kyle kind of had this rule where like no matter who buys the actual box, I get three and he gets three. But with the honey buns, sometimes it's just like you have one and you look at the box and the box is looking at you, and just like, I don't know, I might have to break the rule. So I'll just replace it later and then I have to grab it.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know. The money buns are just kind of different. But they're so good. And like Kyle said, you know, I've had other honey buns that I thought were okay, but no one makes them like Little Debbie's. I think sometimes they're just too much. But Little Debbie's, for the most part, unless like what Hayden said, sometimes there's a little too much, like glaze on it or whatever, too much honey on the buns. That's like it gets a little too much, but like because there is a honey bun thing. Uh, some company it just says big honey bun. It's not my job. It's in the vending machine, and so they're good. Sometimes it's a bit too much. Um, but yeah, honey buns are great.
Yeah. Assuming the glaze is just right, then it's go. Yeah, for sure.
Sure, yeah. Excuse me. There was some ice that came out of my bottle. Anyway, so honey buns, we all agreed, we're all goated. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. Swiss rolls. What do you think about Swiss rolls, Kyle?
Mm.
Um, what were your rankings? What was the middle one? Like mid?
So it's goat, good, mid, and then trash.
Okay, well, I think Swiss rolls are good. Um, I like how two come in a wrapper. I think my problem with Swiss rolls is, and you know where I'm going with this. When you take them out the wrapper,
Yeah.
they have like this little plastic plate underneath the Swiss rolls, and
Yeah.
sometimes, depending on the heat of your kitchen, and you try to rip one off, that chocolate is still stuck on that little plastic plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just kind of depends on how it comes off. But if it comes off clean, then it's go.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just good. It's solid.
Solid, yeah. Hayden.
Just like Kyle said, I don't like how it comes served on like a piece of paper that like you find in like a school history like textbook.
Yeah.
That's like when you scratch it, it like hurts your fingernails.
Yeah.
I hate that. But the taste is good. It kind of levels out into like an even place for me, so I'm gonna put it in like good.
Good. Okay. When you really think about it, I don't understand why that's like the only one that comes like with that plate. It doesn't make any.
Um,
I don't see why that one is, the
Maybe
different.
that's the only Little Debbie snack that comes that way, but there's other snacks
That's
in
what I'm
general
saying,
that,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
only
it's
others.
actually not it's not the only
It's
little
not.
Debbie that comes with that. No, zebra rolls, strawberry shortcake.
That's
Oh
Those are the
yeah,
true.
other.
That's
yeah.
true. I forgot about
I'm
that.
probably
Those,
missing
yeah,
one, but yeah, those are
Yeah,
the two that come to
that's
mind.
true. That's true.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, Swiss rolls to me, I think this is tough. I don't know if I would put them in goat. They're really good though. I think I might have to put it in just good, for all the reasons that were mentioned. And like sometimes when they when they hit real good, the bits that are stuck on the plate, you just scrape it
You just
off
eat
with
it.
your
You
teeth.
just. I've never
Just
done that.
I have.
I
It's
just
I
throw
like
it
sticking
out.
it in your mouth. I've never done that.
They're not that good to be doing that. They're not that
Right.
good to be doing
no, I
that.
just
You act
scrape
like
it
you went
off.
to a 5-star restaurant. You're like licking the plate.
Look at
Like,
the
bro, it's a
plate.
Swiss roll.
Sometimes it depends. If that's like the last one in the box, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think they're good. The vanilla inside is great. The chocolate on the outside is really good. But I also don't like at the top too. Sometimes when you open it, the top will scrape up against the actual plastic. And so you get that weird coating where it's still chocolate, but it's like a rug kind of chocolate. It's like a rug of chocolate.
Yeah, I know
It
what you
kind of
mean.
kills the vibe, but it still tastes good. So um, this next one is interesting for me, at least. I have an interesting relationship with these ones. Cosmic brownies. You. Yeah, you can go, Kyle.
Oh, okay. Um, Cosmic Brownies. When I was a kid, younger, basically I thought they were good, but now I think they're trash. I don't buy them anymore, and here's why. It's not that I don't think they taste good. It's just they get stuck in my teeth like cement,
Yeah.
and I care a lot more about my teeth than I did when I was a kid. So yeah, I just don't mess with those anymore.
Yeah. Hayden. I know you really
Um,
like the cosmic brownies, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I disappointed you.
I don't really know what you're talking about. Cosmic brownies do not get stuck in my teeth. I don't know where you're getting your cosmic brownies from. They are my all-time favorite Little Debbie
Oh
snack.
wow,
Number one up
Yeah.
there.
that's crazy.
So yeah, obviously in goat tier. Um, I don't have anything to say. It's just an elite taste. The sprinkles of the little whatever you call them, like little rainbow stones cookie. I don't know why I say
Discount
cookie, but
M&Ms.
like
I like
yeah,
rainbow stones. That's a good way to put them.
yeah, like I don't know, just like the stuff on it is like just like I don't know any other snack that like is just it's simple. It's the simplicity in it. It's like it's colorful and it's just you could take those things off and just eat the brownie, but it's just not the same. They don't add much to the taste, but it's an
Yeah.
experience in my
It's
mind.
experience for
So
sure. I get
yeah,
it. So you said good? No, wait, no, you said
I
great.
said go.
Like go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
your favorite. Yeah. I'm kind of like Kyle. When I first started eating them, used to love them. I used to take the candy off and eat that on its own, and then I would do the brownie because I was a weirdo. Um, Nowadays though, they just don't hit the same for me. I used to love them. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna call them mid. I don't I used to like putting it in my ice cream and then like swirling it around. That used to be fun. But now there would have to be no other little Debbie's in the store, like in the little area,
Dang,
in order for
it
me to buy them,
hurts.
unfortunately. And that hurts because like
Hurts me.
8-year-old me, 7-year-old me, if I told him that, he would start crying for sure. But I will
I'm crying on
say
the inside.
I will hold a little bit of nostalgia for them always because when I think cosmic brownies, I think like, you know, after school, mom makes dinner, uh the news are on TV. We just had like a plate of spaghetti. My go-to, if it was there, was cosmic brownies. Um, but yeah, I think they're kind of mid. They used to be great, but now I kind of think they're Celtic Shack. Which Hayden doesn't understand. But yeah, they're just not that good anymore. The fourth one, another one I used to like when I was younger. Donut sticks.
Oof. Okay, so donut sticks is go for me.
Really?
Yeah, don't oof. Donut sticks is top three for me, and just in general. The funny thing about donut sticks, they don't look good.
They don't.
They really don't. They look wrinkly. They look shriveled. They look stale. When you actually eat one, it's like, oh, this is sitting.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
good. I mean, it's goat. That's what I'll say. So yeah, I love donut sticks. I think my nitpick about them is I wish they were just a little bigger, but other than that, they're great. They just don't look great.
yeah. That's fair. Hayden.
It's funny. I've never had donut sticks for the reasons mentioned by Kyle that they just don't look great. I
Yes.
never got them off I never bought them off the shelf because I'm like I'm you're looking at all the little Debbie snacks and like they're like easily like one of the weirdest looking ones. So like I just never get them.
That's fair.
So
That's
I
fair.
put them in.
And what? Oh yeah, obviously never had. All right. Yeah, you cut off for a second. I think you good, Aiden?
He's not good.
He's not. I
We're
don't
losing
think.
him.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully he comes back. Well, in the meantime, I hope he can hear this. I think donut sticks personally are just kind of mid. I'll eat them if they're there for sure. But like, um, let me give Hayden a text just to make sure. Um, but yeah, I'll eat them if they're there. But like for me personally, I just they're not one. Okay, cool, you're back. They're just kind of okay.
You can cut this out. I was just like, my mom was handing me something.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
She was handing you a donut stick.
Don't I say yeah. It's like
Crazy timing.
I can't believe you said that. I think there's kind of nothing much really to say. They don't look great, but they taste okay. I just think I never actually purchased them. I'll never go out of my way to buy donut sticks ever again, if just for me personally. So this is a good one though. This next one, oatmeal cream pies.
Ooh.
Well, I think they're mid. I don't really have much to say about them. I love oatmeal.
Yeah, that's true.
But oatmeal cream pies, the one thing that is really good about them is that there's a lot that come in the box.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other Little Debbie that comes with like 12 in the box unless you get like the big box. I don't know if that's what the regular amount is for oatmeal cream pies, but they're a lot. And overall, they're just mid. I don't have much to say about them other than that.
Really? All right.
I think I had them like once. I usually just buy other Little Debbie's snacks. So like because like you just see like oatmeal flavored something, and I'm like, it's kind of boring.
So do you not like oatmeal?
No, I'm not saying I don't like oatmeal. I just like, you know,
Oatmeal.
it just kind of looks
Flavored
boring on the
stuff.
shelf. Kind of like for the same reason like the donut stick.
That's
like
fair.
like I've had it once, I think, from memory. And so from that one memory alone,
You just think.
that's
I
pretty
mean,
hazy.
there's
I'm
a
gonna put it
reason
in, like,
why you can
mid.
actually go and get them again. That makes sense. But I do kind of understand what you're saying because if you think about it, if you go to get some cookies or whatever, um, trying to tell someone to choose oatmeal raisin over like chocolate chips or chocolate chip, that's going to be a hard sell. I do like oatmeal raisin. That's a different episode. As for oatmeal cream pies, I think they're goated. I guess I'm in the minority with this.
Dang.
I was talking to someone earlier today, and I was explaining to them. Shout out Evan if you actually ever sees this, but I was talking to him earlier, and I said oatmeal cream pies. I think you can justify having them for breakfast because it's oatmeal in a way. So I mean, I think the oatmeal part of it is good. I think in the middle is good. Um, like there's not much else left to say, but like Kyle said, they come with like a lot of them. I think like 9 or 12 or whatever. So they'll
That's
hold you
decent amount.
down. They'll hold you down for like a week or two. There's probably still oatmeal cream pies at like the bottom of the thing from like when we
Oh,
first.
there definitely is, no doubt.
Yeah, so it's just like all hard and stuff, but that's
At the
when
bottom of of my backpack or something.
yeah, that's when it's like 11 p.m. and you want a dessert.
Ew, at the bottom of your backpack.
You just look at it like I can't justify it. You just don't know. But okay. Yeah, I think personally they're goated. Next one is another class. I mean, all of these are pretty much classics, but the next one is another classic, zebra cakes.
Okay, zebra cakes. They're actually my favorite Little Debbie of all time. They're goated, obviously. They're really just kind of perfect. Great
They
design.
are
It
perfect.
comes with two. Awesome name. It looks awesome from the box. And they just taste wonderful. I mean, there's not much for me else to say other than that. They're just goated.
It's fair, Hayden.
Sorry, what was it?
Zebra cakes.
Oh yeah. Dang. Zebra cakes kind of taste like what like a 3-year-old's interpretation of like eating a cloud would be like. If you could take a cloud,
Okay.
yeah, like a cloud.
I didn't
and,
know
like,
where he was going with that. I'm just like,
Yeah, I thought you were slandering it at first.
If you could take like a 3-year-old's idea of what a cloud would taste like and put it into the form of like a little snack, that would be like a zebra cake to me. I'm gonna put them. I don't want to put them in mid because zebra cakes are like a classic in my mind. I'm gonna put. I mean, not that it matters, but I'm gonna put it in like a lower good, if that means anything. Just because, um, they're kind of like almost flavorless to me. It's just cream. It's just like I don't know. It's just like it's kind of just like a plain vanilla cake taste. So it's like mid in that way, but I'd still buy them and eat them and enjoy them.
Um, Going back to the Swiss rolls thing real quick. There's something I've always wanted to point out, but I just never had the opportunity or the platform to. But Kyle, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but in the episode of Drake and Josh, the bet when
Oh yeah,
Drake
I knew that.
when Drake has all those desserts,
Yeah, the super cakes fall out. Yeah.
you can see Swiss rolls and you can even see the strawberry ones.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
that was kind of funny. But going back to what we're actually talking about, um, I think zebra cakes are goated. I really do. I think they're the most complex Little Debbie in the sense that you have the coating on the outside, which is vanilla. Then you got the stripe of chocolate. Then you open it up in the middle. There's the cake part, and then there's more frosting. You know, it's very versatile.
It's like layered.
It's got a lot of stuff going on. Those are probably the most complex to make, and like you know, the factory. I would imagine. I don't know anything about that, but I would imagine they are.
Made from real zebras.
Made from real zebras. That's the almost said secret weapon, but that's the
Yeah.
secret ingredient. Um, so yeah, I think zebra cakes are really, really good, and I will always enjoy eating them. Sometimes depending on what I had for dinner, like today, for instance, I had sweet and sour chicken. I didn't have dessert. I just skipped to eating an apple because it was just like I don't want to have too much, sweet stuff. Even though apples are really sweet, but I don't know. I couldn't justify it in that instance. But yeah, I think they're goaded. This next one, I know Kyle really likes these. Pumpkin delights.
Yeah, I got an interesting analyst on pumpkin delights. So as a kid, they were goaded. Now, because I recently just had them like 32 hours ago. Yeah, I would say they're mid.
There you go.
It's
Yeah,
actually dropped for me,
yeah.
and I don't know why. I mean, I guess my taste buds grew up, but I love how soft they are. I think they're like the softest Little Debbie. But they just don't have that taste they used to have, and they're only seasonal. You don't see them in like the middle of June. You only see them around end of August to like the beginning of November, and then they're gone. But yeah, pumpkin delights, they're not bad at all. It's just that they're just mid now.
Hayden, have you had them?
Um, that's another Little Debbie's I haven't actually had
And yeah,
because I think because of the fact that it's seasonal, obviously,
yeah.
and that's probably like one of the last things on my mind, like um during the season where like candy is like the biggest thing out of the
Everywhere.
time of the year
That's
is to
true.
like seek out like what kind of seasonal Little Debbie snacks I can get. I don't
Sure.
know. I've never had it.
I didn't even had him until like recently. Because I saw Kyle would always buy them. I actually have no memory of them from when I was a kid. So Kyle must have just ate all of them before I even saw the box.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. I've never.
it's just like go downstairs, like like what are those? I had them for the first time. I do kind of agree they are mid. However, uh Little Debbie started making ice cream last year. And one of the new flavors they released recently is pumpkin delights. And I honestly think
I've seen that.
it might be better as an ice cream than an actual snack. So I have to try it. And then I will update everyone in the next episode after I try it. But as for the actual things, I think they're kind of mid, pumpkin flavored. I love pumpkin stuff that has like the smell of pumpkin, but pumpkin like taste, uh,
They look
it's,
cool.
but yeah, they look
They do
really
look
cool.
cool.
They
I mean,
look
that
cool.
jack-o'-lantern look, it looks cool.
Yeah, but I just think they're kind of mid in my personal opinion. But number 8, fudge rounds.
Oh wow.
Um, I'm gonna have to go with mid. Uh, they're they're good, but it's just kind of put them in the same category as or the same level as oatmeal cream pies. They just don't do a whole lot for me. They never did, and they probably never will. But that's all I gotta say.
That's fair. Hayden.
Sorry. Fudge rounds. are probably my second favorite Little Debbie's.
Really? I didn't know that. I love
Yeah.
how like during this podcast I've just learned so much about you. It's like
Well, you're
it's
the
Little
guy like
Debbie's
cosmic
brings people
brownies.
together.
yeah, I'm just like I've learned so much about you through this podcast ever since we started doing it like last year. That's
Bonding activity, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, they're like my second favorite Little Debbie's and goat. Sorry, put them in goat tier. It's unfortunate because I have a Dollar General that's like literally a minute down the street, and like
I kind of do too.
the fudge rounds like suddenly vanished from the store. So like there's an aisle with Little Debbie's in it, but like I just don't see them anymore. So like so now if I get any Little Debbie's, it'll just be like cosmic brownies, or it'll be like I think like the only other thing I got other than that recently that was a Little Debbie's was like Swiss rolls. But like I don't know, this Dollar General has something against fudge rounds apparently, but yeah,
Got you.
like my second favorite.
I think they're mid. Yeah, I love how you just wrote that
Oh my
love letter to
God.
them, and I'm just like, nah, they're mid. Here's the thing. They're chocolate. There are if I want a chocolate Little Debbie, I'm not going with the fudge rounds. I would go with the Swiss rolls. I would go with cosmic brownies before I go with fudge rounds. I guess technically they're not chocolate, they're fudge, but that's still basically chocolate in a way. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling them,
You know what it's like? It's like Little Debbie's was like, boom, zebra cakes, boom, donut sticks. We're rolling here, and then it just keep going with these great ideas, and they just run out of ideas. So it's like, I don't know, like fudge rounds. Okay,
yeah, sure.
let's release that and see if that works. And then it's just like bottom of the barrel idea.
Yeah, nah, yeah, that's probably what happened. That's probably like, I mean, I don't know who Little Debbie is, but I was probably what.
She's the goat.
She's the goat, but I don't know. I think she kind of missed with fudge rounds,
Yeah.
unless you're like Hayden.
Yeah.
This ninth one is interesting because normally when I think this product, I don't think Little Debbie's because everyone kind of makes these, and that'll be the case for like a couple more after this. You know those chocolate cupcakes that they make, where it has like the little vanilla
Swirl?
in the middle. Is that what they're
Wait.
called? Because they make like the chocolate cup, and that's another one that has like the packaging at the bottom. Hold on.
I don't think those are Little Debbie's though.
They are.
I think they're Hostess.
Hostess also makes.
Are you
them.
talking about the ones that has like the little swirl like on top, like the cream swirl?
Say Hostess basically makes the exact same thing, but
Hostess and Little
Little
Debbie's has the
Debbie's
same.
also-
Yeah.
Oh,
Little Debbie's
I've
also-
never had those from Little Debbie, but
Oh, really?
I'm guessing they taste the same.
So like, where would you rank them if you?
I mean, I've never had them from
Oh, okay.
Little Debbie's. So
Well, do you like cupcakes?
yeah, they're cool.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, Hayden. I don't know if you've.
Yeah, I actually don't know if I think I could have very well have easily had them. I just don't know because they're literally identical to the Hostess's version.
In a way, yeah.
So I'd have to assume that I've had them because not recently, but like when I was younger, I know exactly what they are and what they taste like. I'm gonna put them in like trash.
Whoa!
I was hovering on mid for like a really long time, as you could see. But then I'm like, I just I don't like cupcakes really at all to begin with. So that's kind of
okay. You probably said that in the desserts episode that we did, but
yeah.
I don't remember. They're good.
This may be controversial, but a good muffin is better than a good cupcake.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot
For
less
sure.
messier too, I would say.
Yeah, a lot less.
Okay.
Any muffin's better.
They're good. I mean, you think any muffins are? I don't know about that.
I don't know about poppy seed or
Poppy seed muffins. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Where did you rank muffins in our last episode?
I don't even remember. But muffin. Oh, you're right. Muffins. I think I put them probably in either good or goat.
Really? Okay. I didn't strike you as a muffin man.
Yeah, I love muffins.
Next one is another one, not necessarily, an original Little Debbie's thing, but I thought I would include them together. Matter of fact, we're gonna merge 10 and 11 since they're kind of the same thing.
Oh, really?
Little Debbie's powdered and chocolate donuts.
Wow.
Again, I've never really had their powdered donuts. I'm assuming they taste like just like any powdered donut, but then again, Little Debbie's is they be cooking in their factories. So I mean, I've never had them, so maybe that's something that I'll try to get next time. But I've never had them.
Hayden.
No, when you say the chocolate donuts, you're talking about the mini chocolate donuts,
Yeah, like I guess
not like the bigger ones, because
no, not the bigger ones, but like the ones where it comes like a bunch.
Wait, does
in,
only
one
Entenmann's
bag.
do that?
What?
The bigger ones? Does only Entenmann's do the bigger donuts, or do Little Debbie's also?
Little Debbie's does not do the larger ones. No.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just thinking of Entenmann's. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bag of a bunch of small ones.
Yeah. I'll put them in both in goat. I'd probably say they're actually my third favorite.
Really?
It goes like Cosmic Brownies, Fudge Rounds, like powdered / chocolate donuts. Yeah.
You got like the most mid top.
I can easily I can easily go through like a whole bag of those things.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I can too. I think they're really good. I think powdered donuts are better than chocolate donuts, in my personal opinion. Specifically one of the small ones. But yeah. So that kind of merges 10 and 11. This next one, 12, strawberry shortcakes or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Like
I recently just, huh?
I was just saying like the one that's like a roll.
It's like a Swiss roll, but strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I recently just had them for the first time last week, and I would say they're great and
Really?
like bordering goat. And at first, when you first take a bite, it's just like, okay, it's not bad, and then you taste the tang of the strawberry filling, and that's when that aftertaste really starts to hit.
That's fair.
So I will definitely be buying more. I don't know why I've never had them before, but until like last week. But yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely put the strawberry shortcake rolls, or I guess it's just called strawberry shortcake. I don't know the exact name, but I'll put them in good.
Yeah.
Not go to me personally, but I do agree that the strawberry filling is unlike most other packaged snacks. Like it has such a unique taste, and it's like really good. It's really awesome, but it's not like like life changing. So,
Got you. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I think they're kind of mid. Sorry, let me mute myself as I wipe something off my mic. Okay. It's been there for like ages. I never. All right. So, I just think they're mid. I'm not really into them. Like Kyle said, I had them for the first time recently. And I'm just like, I see why these are on the shelves, but they're just kind of okay, you know. Yeah, so I think they're mid. Not much to say about them. So yeah, I'm not into strawberry desserts in general.
Yeah.
I like strawberry milk though. I feel like I'm one of the only people that
That's
actually
fair.
like strawberry milk.
no, I like strawberry milk.
You do? Okay. These last two, I don't think I've had. Star Crunch. Have any of you had Star Crunch?
Okay,
Crunch.
so I was just thinking of what the name of that Little Debbie was before this episode started, and now that you said it's like, yeah, it's called Star Crunch. And I have never had it. Maybe I should try it out next time I go shopping, but
Yeah,
I've never had it.
yeah. Hayden. Well, I think he's looking it
like,
up. So
yeah, I've seen this on the
pretty
shelf.
safe
It's like
to
a
use.
Rice Krispie patty.
Yeah,
I haven't had it. No,
never had
I
it.
can imagine what it would taste like, but I haven't had it.
All right, what about Nutty Buddies? Another one I
Oh,
haven't
Nutty
had.
Buddies. Oh,
Oh, I know you haven't had it, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't eat anything peanut related.
Yeah, Hayden.
is that because you have an allergy?
Possibly.
He might have
It's a
an
long
allergy.
story.
He just
might.
never got
Theoretically.
tested. Yeah.
A theoretical peanut allergy.
You know
Okay.
what
Yeah,
though? Because
and-
mom isn't allergic, so like I think you're.
Oh, I'm definitely probably in the clear. It's just that I will stay away from it.
Just in
Regardless,
case. Yeah,
I don't
you're
care.
playing it safe. You're playing it safe.
I'm playing it
You
safe. Yeah.
Accidentally have when you just die. I was like, where did you get that peanut allergy from? No one
You
else
just walk in. Yeah. Jamie,
This
you
is
just
why
walk in
I've
on
never
Kyle.
eaten peanuts.
Jamie, you just walk in on Kyle walk in on his room, and you just see Kyle like laying on the floor with
It's
like
like,
a
hey
half
yo,
Nutty Buddy right next to him.
it was the peanut.
No.
And the thing is, I don't have like the patience of going to get tested either. So
it's
it's
not
like
worth it.
whatever.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I would say it's worth it for seafood though, but not peanuts. But so Hayden,
Nutty Buddies are probably my fourth. It's actually really interesting how you listed these because I didn't look at the list beforehand.
Mhm.
You're just so happened to list everything in order of my favorites. So that Nutty Buddies are like my fourth favorite, probably. I'd say.
cool.
Little Debbie's, they're a goat. I think the combination of like peanut and chocolate is done in a way that like I don't really think I've like many other like snacks have done for me. It just tastes really good. It's like a super big Kit Kat if it had like peanut in it. I know I just made it sound like kind of boring.
That's a good. That's a good way to.
It tastes great though. It's a classic to me.
That's a good way to put it. That's kind of the end of the list, but like, there's some other ones I don't know. Like, have you had? I know Kyle's had the snickerdoodles.
Um,
I think you have.
I think I have. Oh yeah, I have, and they're really good. Yeah, I actually just had one today, so yeah, they're good.
Okay, cool. Hayden, have you had them?
I don't like
Dude.
Little Debbie's Snickerdoodles. No, I don't.
Yeah, it's like some snickerdoodle little Debbie thing.
Because I've had like Snickerdoodles, just not like.
Yeah, they're called snickerdoodle cream pies.
Snickerdoodles.
Yeah, I think they're okay. Nothing much to them, you know. I'm never gonna buy it. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm personally never gonna buy them. But I think that's all of them. I mean, Kyle, were there
You
any?
missed one.
Is that really
I'm
all?
surprised you missed one.
What did I miss?
Zebra rolls.
See, I was gonna put that on there,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
it was kind of like a.
Because I can talk
like,
about that.
I thought it was like a limited.
You
like,
skipped the one
special
that Kyle is like
thing.
an expert at, bro.
Okay, so
You're
yeah.
the one I was waiting for.
Sorry, you're right. All right. Let's talk
And he's
about
like,
that.
okay, I think that's all of them. All
Here's
right, guys, until next time.
Here's my story about zebra rolls. When I first saw them in the store, I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And then I actually like took a bite. I'm like, okay, this is good. And then the more I started eating, I'm like, hold on a second. The sugar is starting to unravel here, and it's not in a good way. And then once the aftertaste is like it hits, it's just like, this is too sweet.
Yeah.
And I've come to the conclusion that they're just trash because it's the only Little Debbie that I've ever eaten where it's just like, this is too rich, it's too sweet, and they're huge. Yeah. It's like, and you want to finish the whole thing. Like, you don't want to just waste it. But
yeah, it's
funny. The zebra rolls are way bigger than the donut stick or the Swiss rolls. I don't know why they decided to make it so huge.
It's so huge. I think if they were smaller, it might be a little easier to eat.
They're so big. They're like this size.
They're so big for no reason.
Isn't a zebra roll basically just tastes like a Swiss roll, but like with white chocolate?
So it's basically they combined. They had like a little what's it called? Firestorm kind of merge, where it's Swiss rolls, but they're zebra cakes. So they roll like a Swiss roll, but it's everything that makes up a zebra cake.
Right.
So have you had them?
I don't think so. That's why I asked just like about the taste, because it kind of, to me, it just kind of seems like they kind of just have always seemed like it would just be like a Swiss roll, but just like not chocolate. But
they're pretty new. They're new. So
are
it's
they
not
new?
like
Because I feel like I've always like seen them.
They're
new.
They kind of
came. They actually like
they came in that era where, because you know, cereals nowadays are having all sorts of like weird crossovers and stuff. Now that we're getting into the weird era of food, which has been hit or miss, that's kind of what came out. I think Little Debbie's tried to tap in, but for me personally, I agree. I think they're trash, but I know
they shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. You think they would be good, but I know
they're theoretically go, but they're actually trash.
Yeah,
they're actually trash. It's like you think they should be like a lot better. Like, who's an NBA player? Is that you should be a lot better, but you're like DeAndre Ayton or something. Just like you have the potential. You're just not him.
If I could email Little Debbie's, I'd just be like, why did you decide to make them so big?
Yeah,
like,
why?
They're massive. You could hurt somebody with those things.
Yeah,
So but yeah, that's personally. I think I got. There are some other ones that just like or don't even really exist anymore. Like I don't think I need to talk about Little Debbie pumpkin spice rolls. I don't think any of you have had those.
Pumpkin spice. No, I should try it out though.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
they're
don't
even
think I've
still
ever.
around, but um, you know about the donut sticks. That's the only one where for whatever reason they changed the packaging of them.
Oh, I
Just
never
something more
noticed.
appealing.
Yeah, like the box outside, they changed it for some reason. I don't know why.
Does it look better? Like
It looks the same, but
I'll have to try. I have to try those now. That's like the one thing I learned coming out of this episode. That's like the only thing I actually genuinely try now is like the donut sticks.
I think you should try them. They're
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I will. I will.
they're worth it. So before we end this episode, when I first sent this list of episodes we will cover all the way from season 2 to potentially season 5, we have a friend who was previously on our podcast twice. He goes by the name of Jordani. It's like a weird crossover between the names Jordan and Danny.
Yeah,
Um,
Firestorm type
a
beat.
firestorm, yeah. Or and so unfortunately, I said we had already had a guest for this episode, but to make him feel better, I told him I sent him the list of things that we're going to talk about, and I told him to rank them. I told Connor to do the same thing. He hasn't responded. It's probably not going to happen. So maybe we'll cover that in the next one really quick. But to get Jordani's list out there, for goat, he would say honey buns, cosmic brownies, oatmeal cream pies, and nutty buddies. He thinks they're goat. That's interesting. For good, he said Swiss rolls, donut sticks, zebra cakes, chocolate cupcakes, star crunch, powdered donuts, and chocolate donuts.
Wait, whose
For
list is this?
Jordani.
Oh, Jordani's. Okay.
For never had, he said pumpkin delights and fudge rounds. And there were no mids, but he did tell me to say that the poor made these all taste good. I don't know what he means by that, but he
Okay.
wanted me to say it, so I'm just like, I said it. But yeah, that wraps up this episode of the Metabolism Man. This was an interesting one because this is the first time we did one off of a specific company. So it's a little different. We kind of were pretty strict with the stuff that we can actually talk about. But so just one more time, Kyle, what's your favorite Little Debbie?
The zebra cakes.
Zebra cakes. Hayden?
Honestly, cosmic brownies and fudge rounds are actually probably tied for me.
Tied. Okay. And then for me are the honey buns. But like most of them are good. I mean, you guys heard the podcast, you saw the podcast, we like most of these. And but
Where did Jordani put? Where did he put fudge rounds?
I think he said never had.
Oh, okay.
Never had him. But enough of us talking. If you're watching this thing on YouTube, I want to know in the comments, what is your favorite Little Debbie? If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please make sure to share it, like it if it's on YouTube, give us a rating, preferably 5 stars, maybe 4.5 if you didn't like one of Hayden's takes. And Connor, I hope you get your tire fixed. I know he's probably working
Shouts to Connor. His
working
flat
with
tire.
AAA. It's probably raining. He's like, help me.
You know what he could use? A donut stick. That
Donut-
cheer up his day.
I thought you were gonna say to patch up his tire, he should use a cosmic brownie because it's like cement.
Oh, because it's like cement. Yeah, that's a good point.
You could
Yeah.
just like just let it
No,
get
you
like a
could
little
use
wet
no.
like
You
in the
could take
rain, and
you
then
could take apart like an oatmeal cream pie and like plaster and use that as like
just smooth it out.
yeah.
You could drive a zebra roll. So
Yeah, you can.
There
You're
you
so
go.
big, you might as well. But thanks for hopping on this episode, Kyle.
Yep, no problem.
Just so you guys are aware, he said he's never going to be on another episode. I don't think he will be. But I guess never say never. But
No, if there's a really interesting topic that really speaks to me, then yeah, I definitely do another episode.
okay, well, I'll send you the list of all the stuff that we have planned for the foreseeable future, and we'll see. Maybe he will come back. You never know.
Yep.
But until then, on behalf of the Metabolism Men and Connor, I would just like to say thank you for watching / listening. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.
See you.